Tyler Dividend King. Welcome back. And before I begin, no financial advice here. This is all my personal opinions. It's called this video. It's financial literacy story. I be on YouTube here and there, and I see these videos I come across of people struggling financially. And one video, they aired it in 2015 that people said in the comments, an old video, but nonetheless, happened to a lot of people. There's this older couple in the mid 60s, bought a house 13 years ago for, $79,000 in Wisconsin, which is a damn good house, by the way, with the garage too. But together they made $100,000. I think he made like 45, and she made like 55. But they were making a little over $100,000 a year, so they could easily afford the house. The mortgage payment was about $1,100 at a 9% rate. The rate is really high, but you're paying $1,100 for a whole house. And this is, even if this was like 13 or 15 years ago, paying $1,100 for a house is not bad. Paying $1,100, rent those days was probably paying, I've been in a house for almost 15 years, so my rent was just right at where they're at, So I was paying like $850 a month for my apartment. So paying $1,100 for a house is not bad, With the garage with it, by the way. It has a garage, 2-car garage, upstairs, downstairs. It's a nice sized house. It wasn't a small, teeny house. It was a decent sized house. 3-bedroom, 2-bath, attached garage. A nice house. Today's time, that house would be easily $350. So they were struggling financially, and it didn't invest their money. They didn't. The show never said, hey, they had a retirement account. They just said that he lost his job and he had no pension, so he's out of work and he got to find another job. And she struggled to keep all the bills up, and he had to get side jobs or whatever. And they never mentioned one time they had a 401k, a Roth IRA, and they never put more. I think like they did a mortgage recasting of the mortgage, and they were saying like they had it for 13 years and they still owe the same amount of money. Like the payment they pay every month did not knock down the principal of the house. Don't know how that is, but okay. So they've been at 13 years, and the mortgage never went up. Never went down. Like the principal never went down the house. So I'm thinking to myself, okay. So my first question is, for this couple, and this is that they're just one story. It's lots of older people's story. Did you invest your money? First of all, do you have a retirement account? Because 401k has been out for a long time. Did you have a retirement account, right? And so far, I don't see anything. Now, when they had the house, they bought 2 horses. They had a couple of horses. They had a stable. They were renting out. They had to pay rent too. But the husband had to sell the houses, to sell the horses and all the stuff, and let the horses go. And my question is this. Before you go buy anybody out there, why did you buy a horse or rent a horse or whatever before you had a retirement plan set up? 13 years ago, you was what? And 10 years is 56. So if you got a house when you was in your mid 50s, did you have any retirement accounts? Did you have any retirement accounts, right? Could have been in the house 13 years. Well, they had to have 13 years. I'm thinking they bought it 13 years ago, right? Well, 10 years ago, you was 56. So you were 53 years old buying a house. Nothing wrong with it, right? But at that age, did you have a retirement account? Did you have a brokerage account? Did you have a Roth IRA, right? Did you have anything signed up, right? Did you have anything signed up, right? Did y'all pay down the mortgage some? right? Did you pay down a mortgage any, right? Because you could have put a little money towards the principal. That's why I always talked about, hey, if you got a house, pay it down. Did you put any money towards the principal? Any amount, I mean, $20 towards the principal. But his basement had like all these records and all these trophies in bowling and all these records. And nothing wrong with stuff like that. But you gotta have your money in priority, right? You gotta have priorities. You gotta make sure today's time you had and make this long story short, at the end of the story, there was where the guy and husband was all his little friends at some community center. Like 4 or 5 guys, and they was complaining about, oh, we worked for a company for 30, 40 years, and there's no pension plan, and this is not America that we built. I don't know what that means, but America that we built, and you tail out 34 years, and you have nothing in return. You had nothing to show for it. And it's gut wrenching to me because I'm like, dude, they pay you a paycheck. You did not put that money to work. Right? Now, on the flip side, there's another story of a guy around his age, had a normal job making $45,000 a year, but he invested his money in the market and his portfolio was $500,000. He bought Coca-Cola, he bought blue chips, he bought REITs, he bought dividend stocks, he reinvested all the dividend stocks. Another guy had money coming in, right? So back to the first gentleman with the house, been there 13 years, whatever. I have a lot of questions, and this is why financial literacy comes into play. Nobody, and this is for the older people, right? This is the first time I heard, the company owes them something, right? The company owes you nothing. You work for the company. The company owes you nothing. For some reason, the older people think that you've been on a job 30 years, you're supposed to get some kind of money or some kind of recognition. Like, no, you're there working at a company for a long time. You have to take your money, your hard money and equity, and put it into an investment. You have to do that. You got to set up your retirement. You got to do it, not the company. You got it. You're only here not to make friends, not to make buddy. It's to make money and pay bills. That's it. So, did you have any retirement accounts? Did you put your money into anything outside of work, right? Probably not. Before you got them horses, did you have retirement accounts set up? No, right? So, it's frustrating because did you even put towards the principal? Now, a lot of older people, this is about anecdotal, but nobody my grandmother age and beyond, they never try to pay out the house. They always just stick with a 30-year mortgage. They didn't pay anything towards the principal at all. And a lot of those older people lost their house, right? So did you guys put in towards the principal? Because $79,000 is not a lot of money. Even 13 years ago, it's not a lot of money. I bet his house going on 15 years. So this house I'm in is $100,000. So I got it on a cheap because of the recession, whatever. So you got a cheap house. You didn't put in towards the principal, And also, did you have another stream of income? Did you have another income stream? You know how much you made. You know how much she made. If you lost your job today, how you going to survive? How you going to pay the mortgage? How you going to pay the bills? You got to think another income stream. So again, you have to think further than the surface level. And this is a financial literacy 101. When you see people like this, struggling like this, you do the opposite. Okay? When I got this house, I made sure that I can afford the mortgage by myself. I said, look, I don't mind getting the house. If you can make a payment this much a month, I'm down. I can afford, at that time, I could afford that. I could pay a light bill. I could pay the water bill, whatever. I can afford those things, right? So that's what I'm saying. Can you afford it by yourself? Number one. Number two, if you can't afford a mortgage by yourself, what are you going to do if you got sick or lost your job. This is why I started my channel from the get-go. I was thinking about this before anybody was telling me. I said, look, I'm married. If I lost my job today, do I got money coming in? I seen people get fired from my company while I was in the warehouse. They made good money and work overtime and get these nice paychecks. But soon as they got laid off, got fired because they didn't come on overtime too many times. We're on a point system. They let them go. They had nothing. They had nothing secondary to lean on. Okay, so again, financial literacy 101. Do you have, that's for anybody, do you have another income stream? Yes or no? If you lost your job today, do you have something to bring some money in? Anything, right? If you don't, start today. This is why I love dividend investing in a brokerage account. This is why I like Yield Max, because I have money coming in. I'm gonna show you my brokerage account. I had money coming in last month. I made $13.50 last month. If I lost my job today, I got money coming in. That's the number one thing. Do you have a secondary income source? If you don't, go get one. Is it dividend stocks? Is it getting REITs? Is it starting a YouTube channel? Starting a business? Is it starting Lyft or Uber? You need another income stream besides the main job. You need something. Because your job is not guaranteed. Because it happened to them. He got laid off his job. Now he's trying to find a job. They're struggling. So we all need another income stream. Number two, do you have a retirement plan set up? You need a retirement plan. You can't be out here. I'm not trying to work past, honestly, man, I'm trying to set myself up to retire at 50. I'm 39 now. I'm trying to retire at 50. I'm trying to retire in the next 10 years. So in order for me to retire in 10 years, I need to have a Roth IRA. I have a strong brokerage. It has stuff in place. I paid off house, other investments outside of that. I'm trying to retire at 50. I'm trying to get to the point where I lose my job, I'm fine. We're fine. Do you have a retirement account? Okay. Now, everybody probably has at this point a 401k. You need more than the 401k. I'm telling you right now, 401k is not enough. Because there's that couple that lost it with the guy, husband or wife he lost his job. Even if he had a 401k, let's say 401k at $500,000, they don't know how long that lasts them. If their mortgage is $1,100 a month, their ongoing expenses, how long that money lasts them? How long will it last them, right? And another detail about one thing about the story is like their kids will come over and they're living paycheck to the paycheck, and the son is like the son is to the dad is 66, and the son comes over like, I feel bad for him. I want to help them, but I'm struggling too, and I live paycheck to paycheck as well. And that gut wrench me because I invest in my kids so they're not living paycheck to paycheck. This is why I invest in my kids. This is why I got my kids a brokerage account. They have dividend stocks, dividend ETFs, high yield, low yield, REITs, passive income coming in, because I don't want my sons to live paycheck to paycheck. I refuse to. You're going to live better than me. You'll retire at 30. You'll be a multi-millionaire. I'm not doing that. You come to my house, I'm struggling, you struggling. I'm not doing that. And it hurts even worse because I know you need to invest. I didn't do it. That hurts worse. So, do you have a retirement account? Do you have a secondary income? Right? Do you have these things? If you have a house, are you paying it down? Are you paying that house down? Are you actively putting $25, $30 toward the principal a month? Are you paying that house down? Right? That's going to save you on interest on the back end. Right? Also, when people don't talk about paying a house off, most mortgages have a PMI, private mortgage insurance. It's insurance for the lender. If you default on your loan, they can pay back the money. Well, you're paying that hidden fee in your mortgage payment. It may be $30 a month or $50 a month, whatever. And it'll come off once you pay down, I don't know, it's been so long for me, 30% down, loan to value, whatever. But the more you pay towards the principal, the sooner that PMI lifted. That could be $60 a month. That's the money. So you make a mortgage payment towards your house, and then you hit to a point where the PMI will come off. I think it's 60 or 70%. I'm not even sure. So that will also save you a little bit of money. All you doing these things. Do you have kids? If you have kids, do they have accounts? Do you want your kids to struggle? I don't. I want my kids to struggle. Do you have kids? Do you have any investment accounts for your kids? Do you have a 529? Do you have a brokerage account? Do you have anything for your children set up? Right? Do you have anything for that? So if you don't have kids, don't worry about it. But if you do have kids, do you have a brokerage account for your kids and a 529? Because my sons are not going to be protesting the government for student loan forgiveness. They're not. They're not going to be doing that. The other people are doing that. We don't do that. We don't bet the government for anything. I make sure that with 529, there may not be a whole lot of 529. It will help pay for college, right? But it has one. It grows tax-free, whatever how it grows. Do your kids have accounts? These questions you need to answer for yourself. Do your kids have these accounts set up? If you don't have these accounts set up, set them up today. Make a plan, because you don't want to be this guy or this family. You don't want to be, you want to do the opposite of them. You want to make sure that you have a brokerage account set up with passive income. That's why I'm a dividend investor. This is why. You make sure you have a home today that, hey, look, we'll pay down $50 a month, right? We'll pay it down some. Let's pay it down a little bit. Let's invest. Let's get a Roth IRA. You know what I'm saying? Let's get something else in place. I'm not working tough. I'm not going to. My wife and I, we're actively paying down our house right now. I'm taking $500 a month out of my brokerage account and put towards the house. We're putting together $900 a month towards principal between me and my wife and our money, not including the mortgage payment. We're actively paying down the house, and we should be done by almost the end of the year. We'll be done with the house. Now we have an asset that we can rent out. It's possibilities, man. Do you have stuff set up? Do you have anything set up? Why I hate these stories, I thank God that I'm in the position where I'm at. And I come make YouTube videos to educate people what we need to do. You might not want to do it, but we got to do it. Your kids, our kids, if housing is affordable now, do you think it'll be better in 10 years? Houses always go up. They may go down some and catch that downward wave, but houses are expensive now. You're not going to find a house, 3-bedroom, 2-bath for $175 in a good neighborhood with a garage. You're not going to find that. You might, but it'd be a different state. So in the video, let's try to watch these videos. I feel sorry for the people going through that, but at the same time, I want to do the opposite. I don't want to go through that. I don't want my kids to go through that. I don't want to go through that. I don't want to go through that, so I'll make sure that we make plans to knock that stuff out. We make plans to invest our money. We make plans to pay down debt. Not just the mortgage, pay off all of our debt. Don't create debt. Pay down debt, right? Let's pay down some debt. I don't want to struggle. I don't want to lose my job today, and we're struggling. We are back. We are struggling. No. And they was on food stamps too. They had a little food stamp. I'm not doing it. So create a plan today. I suggest open a brokerage account today and start buying dividend ETFs or stocks, no matter what it is. I'm not getting suggested what it is. Start that today and put all that on drip. And now you have a secondary income source. And the good thing about this is you can do the dividend investing 100% passively and get another job or get another skill. And then you have another income source, right? So get into income, passive income coming in, start you a Roth IRA. I said, everybody get a Roth IRA. Start today. If you have kids, start them a controllable brokerage account. Start them with a 529. You don't got to put a lot of money into it. And you just put in $10 at age 10, that $10 will grow 10% a year for the rest of their life in a brokerage account. Let's think about that $10 you put today, a seed in the ground, will continue to grow today. So let's start investing, changing our spending habits, stop buying the dumb stuff, and start winning. Thanks for watching.